Have you ever been watching a movie or playing a video game and the music just hits so hard it gives you goosebumps? What makes those moments feel so epic?
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Those huge, heart-pounding moments during a boss fight or that intense chase scene. Well, the secret is usually hiding in plain sight, way at the back of the orchestra. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the orchestra's real secret weapon.
Yup, we're diving into the orchestra's special effects department. The power-up crew that takes music from just being good to being absolutely legendary. We are talking about the percussion section. So, what's this crew all about? Well, simply put, the percussion section is made up of all the instruments that you hit, shake, or scrape. Their whole job is to lay down the rhythm, pump up the energy, and inject some serious drama into the music. They usually hang out in the back so they can support the whole orchestra without, completely overpowering everyone. First things first, let's meet the core of the team. These are the heavy hitters, the ones who build the whole foundation of the rhythm. Think of them like the starting lineup in a game, where every player has a super important, unique role.
Let's start with the big one, the timpani. If the percussion section were a gaming squad, the timpani would, without a doubt, be the tank. It's huge, it's powerful, and it basically lays down the law.
Now, what makes the timpani so incredibly cool is that they're not just any old drums. No way! These giant bowl-shaped kettle drums can actually change their pitch. The player uses a foot pedal to tune them. Composers use this to build up massive tension and to add that ground-shaking power that you literally feel in your chest during those huge climactic scenes. Next up on the team, we've got the scout, also known as the snare drum. This is your quick, energetic character, the one that's always pushing the action forward and keeping the energy levels way, way up. So the snare gets that classic sharp, crackling sound from a bunch of metal wires, called snares, that are stretched across the bottom of the drum. That sound is just perfect for creating rhythmic drive, like what you hear in a high-speed action sequence or a military march. It's all about building momentum. Of course, every squad needs a solid foundation, right? And that's where the bass drum comes in. It is the heartbeat of the orchestra. You can almost think of it as the game engine that the whole piece of music is built on top of. This massive drum creates that deep, low boom that you often feel more than you actually hear. It's not really there to play specific notes. Its job is to emphasize the music's pulse and to mark those gigantic, earth-shattering moments and transitions. It's pure, raw power.
All right, so we've met the core rhythm squad. Now it's time to check out the special effects crew. These are the instruments that add all the extra sparkle, the big crashes, and just a little bit of magic. If you're looking for the most epic, show-stopping, finishing move in the orchestra's playbook, look no further. It's the cymbals. This is the team's ultimate ability, and you save it for just the right moment. Composers have to be really smart about when they use these, because that massive crash is a sound that you just cannot ignore. It's reserved for highlighting the absolute most important, most dramatic, and most exciting parts of the music. It's like a sudden explosion of pure energy. And of course, no team is complete without its support class. The mages casting spells in the background. You've got the triangle, which is our sparkle mage, adding that bright, shimmering sound. Then there's the xylophone, the melody mage, playing all those fast, playful notes. And you can't forget the tambourine, the energy mage, bringing rhythmic jingles and a real sense of fun and movement. So you have this incredible squad of instruments, but how do composers actually put them to work? Well, let's open up the official playbook and see how they use this team to create all sorts of different moods and effects. Believe it or not, the percussion squad actually leveled up over time. If you go way back to the classical era, think Beethoven, the team was basically just the starter pack. You really only had the timpani for some basic rhythm and drama. But then, the Romantic era was like a massive expansion pack. Composers unlocked the full squad to create these huge, epic emotions and a massive range of musical colors. One of the coolest tricks in their playbook is controlling the dynamics. They can go into total stealth mode, right? Using really soft, subtle sounds, maybe just from the triangle, to build up quiet tension and suspense. And then they can just flip a switch and go full beast mode, unleashing these enormous, powerful climaxes with thunderous crashes from the cymbals and the bass drum. And it's also about creating color and texture. Let's go back to the video game analogy. The main melody might be your character, right? But the percussion,
That's the detailed background, the lighting, the whole atmosphere of the level. It adds all these extra layers that make the musical world feel way more vivid and alive. Each instrument is like a different can of spray paint.
Okay, you've officially met the squad. You've peeked inside their playbook. Now it is time for you to unlock your brand new superpower, super hearing. So if you remember one thing from this, let it be this. The percussion section is the orchestra's special effects crew. They are the ones who turn a piece of music into a thrilling, unforgettable, epic adventure.
So now that you've unlocked this secret knowledge, I've got a challenge for you. Think about your favorite movie soundtrack or a song from a game you love. What's a track you know would be totally, completely boring without its percussion squad? Next time you listen, really focus on them. I promise you'll be amazed by what you hear.